It's the 19th of June 2024. We've joined the Wealden Downland Open Air Museum, and we've just popped over for our first little visit. Gunville Cottage from West Dean was built around 1846 and was the home of a shepherd called Richard Burns. I'm assuming that's the one they're talking about. Oops. Yeah, well, as you say, that's to stop rats and things, isn't it? Keeping it off the floor.
Oh, they're all young.
Bayleaf Farmhouse, 15th century. From Chiddingstone in Sussex, Bayleaf, a timber frame Wealden Hall house dating mainly from the early 15th century. Central heated by an open forest, flanked at one end by service rooms and at the other end by rooms for the owner and his family, with replica furniture and equipment from the farmstead is presented as it might have been around 1540. Diane's looking at the garden. I'll go in there first then.
There's your garlic.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
More
So
beans.
awkward to walk.
Yeah.
Every.
But I can't go any further. It's a long time since I did this.
Yeah, then we've got like tomato custard, and then I've got a couple of little mine. Yeah.
Diane didn't fancy the stairs. Of course, people think of the old four-poster beds as being a bit romantic, but of course the idea of having a roof on your bed was because you had open roofs, and that would save the bugs falling on you while you were asleep. You wouldn't have to swallow too many, I guess. Back in the day, my children thought this was wonderful. Used to bring them here when they were children, and they loved the idea of this indoor upstairs toilet. You don't get them like that these days. Still in the same farmhouse. Another set of stairs. Obviously this was quite the place to be, I imagine, back in 1540. Nice comfortable beds, look. Plenty of fresh air.
Just make sure there's nobody sitting on it.
Yeah. And this is the toilet from below. Hmm. Well, this is part of a house from the 16th century from Sundridge in Kent, Diane. Only part of it. I think it's like a Tudor kitchen. Yeah, Winkhurst Tudor kitchen. Right, let me have a read.
You've got to let your eyes adjust to it.
Yeah, pretty dark and gloomy in here.
Oven. I suppose you cook anything in a bread oven.
Mm.
I haven't got any other oven yet. Oh, they've got that. Because you've got up there, look. The chimneys are up.
Yeah.
If they're animals, the animals have been taken out. Just a big barn.
Yep.
No, there's no animals in here today.
No animals.
Got a beehive over there.
Threshing Contractors Living Van. Donated 1999.
Shepherd's room.
Shelter shed and shepherd's room.
Found it in here. I was in there.
Yeah, leading fresh horses 3 or 4 times a day. So you had to have a lot of horses to. Yeah.
Right, turn this off and have a look. This is a shelter shed and a shepherd's room. They'd have used it for various different jobs. There is a lot of walking to be done if you visit Wealden Downland at all. Paths are not always the easiest, so just be aware of that. This is Pendine Farmhouse from Midhurst, and it was built in 1609. Grab it on my arm, that's it. Careful on that step. That's what the little Pendine farmhouse garden may well have looked like. All right, let's have a look inside. Hey.
The red stone around the fireplace.
Yeah.
Looks like it's been painted. It's not. Good job I didn't bring my scooter with me. And it's a big museum, isn't it? By the time you get to this is it a long way down here? To the next time.
Sit there and keep warm in the log fire. Eh? Even I've got a duck to go under here. Well, you'd have thought they'd have had a cover over the top of this one as well, wouldn't you? Keep the bugs off of you. Obviously, don't matter about the bugs dropping on the baby, I suppose. Ah, indoors toilet. Nice comfy bed for the children, or one of the children anyway. I've left Diane in that last house, chatting to one of the guides. She was telling us that the toilet upstairs probably wasn't actually a toilet, would have just been a bucket in that cupboard. That house was put up very early on, and they didn't really know exactly the ins and outs of it back in the day. And yeah, she also said that on their website they actually have some of these houses with virtual tours, so you can go on their website and get all the real information about the houses and a proper look around it. I thought I would toddle on and have a look at this one while Diane was chatting to the lady back there. So it's a late 14th century hall from Boar Hunt in Hampshire, probably built after 1355. Well, that saved you a trip, Diane. As you can see, this open air museum covers a lot of acreage, got lots of footpaths, lots of walks. You could spend a lot of time here, you know, walking the woods, looking at the countryside, the scenery, checking out all the old buildings. They do special events here. When my children were young, we used to bring them to the Heavy Horses show and the rare breeds and such like.
I've got to come back down that way.
Woodyard.
Yeah.
And that must go to Hangleton Manor then, along there, Diane.
That's where you would have come out.
Yeah. The site covers a lot of ground, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah.
And
Oh look, we've got the
I'm
tops
not-
of houses over there.
yeah, I'm not sure that there's a sort of a clear-cut walk round. You sort of I think you have to come
Amble.
back more than once to cover it all.
You amble around. I don't know if you need to go down there.
Well,
I don't know. You need to go up there. That's
Yeah,
the
hang
way
on.
to the...
so they
Mind you, we can go
things
down
like-
that way.
Yeah.
Come up the other way.
Yeah. 1720, Diane, this was built.
Yeah. Well, the spinning, I'd be happy with that.
Hmm.
I could spin my own wall.
I'll pop upstairs first, shall I?
Yeah. Oh, I've got a bread oven.
Hmm. My guess is they probably kept a bucket in there. All the home comforts.
Yeah, look.
Hang on a minute. They're cold room then, isn't it?
It's a cold room,
I
yeah.
imagine. Store. Hmm. We've just sat down in this garden here. You might see Diane's poked away over there, finishing her lunch. I thought I'd have a quick look in here while she's still eating. Well, she's not eating. Finishing her drink. Poplar Cottage. Building was probably the home of a landless labourer, possibly a craftsman, built in the mid-17th century on the edge of Washington Common. It has one heated room and one fireplace. It's in a smoky bay, an early form of a chimney. Poplar Cottage on its original site before dismantling. I don't know if you can probably not see that. Yeah, might just see that now. Diane doesn't have to walk round all these places, see, because she watches most of these on YouTube. Could have kept warm, I suppose, but not the most comfy of chairs.
Made by the local man down here recently.
They were made.
Furniture.
All right.
All the furniture's been made. Look here.
Oops. And Poplar Cottage Garden. I'll pop down and have a look, see what it says.
Going round the back.
No, it looks like it's closed for whatever reason. Medieval house from something street. This medieval house has been an open hall of aisle construction, giving low windows but a wider floor space. The cross wing at the service and is later than the hall, and probably replaced an earlier medieval cross wing. It was rebuilt on its present site in 2016. No, I don't know
Must be
why
doing
they.
something to it.
Yeah, that doesn't say, but there you go. Another shepherd's hut over there by the looks of it. Right, let's just pop into the old schoolhouse. Okay, the blackboard says Wednesday the 12th of May 1895, children should be seen and not heard, which is what they used to say to me when I started school in about 1956. 2 farthings, 1 halfpenny, 2 halfpennies, 1 penny, 12 pennies, 1 shilling, 20 shillings, 1 pound, 3 hours reading, writing and arithmetic. 19th century stable from West Wittering, now a pottery shed. Oh, there's a picnic area down there for anybody that fancies a visit. Let's have a quick look at the picnic area. Oh yeah. Yeah, plenty of room for picnicking. I don't know if that's a regular car park or an overflow, but when I used to come years ago, we didn't park over there. Vehicle and implement gallery. Changing collection of museum wheeled vehicles. The size of those wheels.
Cool, massive. Bloody hell.
Fascinating stuff, isn't
It is,
it?
more
It
than
is.
just, yeah. Bloody
Yeah.
hell, yeah.
And of course it keeps me out of trouble and out of mischief. Whitaker's Cottage. It's a railway workers' garden set in the late Victorian period, includes some vegetable, about 1870, 1900. Going in this cottage from the back way, as it was pretty full up in the front. Now I'll go around and poke my head in the front door then.
This would, people say, is this a kitchen? No, it's not a kitchen, it's more of a scullery. You know, the kitchen would have been a place where food was prepared. Here, food was actually pre-prepared. So you would have the hair, just hair, and you'd have to, you know, cut it and get everything sorted out.
Some lovely colour here.
Yeah. They're beautiful,
They
aren't
are, aren't they?
And I'm not doing any harm
I've-
because you're supposed to deadhead them.
I
aren't
promise I won't report you. Yeah, my wife said the same actually. Yeah,
you? No, you're supposed to deadhead them.
yeah. Did you go in here, Diane? Did you go in? You're just chilling, are you? 1979, this building was about to be demolished when it was offered to the museum. Been divided into 2 cottages in the 19th century, and the western half had been empty and derelict since about 1930. medieval house. It's under 17th century rebuild apparently. I must remember, oh, I can't go up there. Obviously they don't want us falling off. Yeah,
That would be embarrassing.
it would, wouldn't it, eh?